Multiple sclerosis, a boutique shop where one size does not fit all. Multiple sclerosis is often referred to as a designer or boutique disease. For those of us who are fashion conscious and are living with MS, we would prefer to not shop in such a store. Physicians and scientists use these terms to describe how no two people living with multiple sclerosis, MS, experience it in the same manner. Some of us rapidly progress to needing a scooter to get around, while others are still running marathons, albeit legally blind. Since MS can attack anywhere along the central nervous system, brain, spinal cord, and optic nerves, there is a lot of vulnerable real estate. This damage to the nerves causes the signals to get confused or even lost. It reminds me about the game we played as children called telephone and how the message morphed as it traveled from one child to another. We are often told the healthiest thing one can do is listen to your body. The problem is that when you have MS, the faulty transmission wires can cause the information from our bodies to be misread by our brains. I suffer from intense, painful, creepy, crawly sensations, just as if actual insects were slowly moving inside the skin. Gabapentin has been prescribed to help lessen the severity of the sensations, and I can't allow myself to scratch as I would have no skin left. My coping strategy has been to distract myself when the sensations become too much to bear. After returning home from a distraction walk, I broke my cardinal rule and began scratching my neck. Almost instantly I was shouting, OSH*T, while wiping off slimy, scaly-looking skin cells with an alcohol wipe. Upon closer inspection, I was relieved and extremely embarrassed to learn these were not my skin cells but pieces from a rather large insect that had in my hair during my walk. If the lighting don't get you, then the thunder will. When it comes to MS symptoms, my major personal challenges are leg and facial pain. I have cramping due to spasticity in my legs that gets worse as the day progresses. I cope by using both medications and stretching techniques taught to me in physical therapy sessions. If I am forced to stand in place, such as a checkout line in a supermarket, my legs rapidly fatigue and I need to sit down. When possible, I use a cane with a small folding seat. My neurologist has explained that damage to the nerve conduction is the cause and that taking a small walk can restore function by using different neural pathways. I am also afflicted with a form of facial pain called trigeminal neuralgia that feels like stabbing electric shock centered just behind my left eyeball. The pain is often accompanied by a radiating burning sensation across my lips and into my left cheek. My dentist is keenly aware of my facial issues and helps to accommodate my needs during procedures. I also have some pretty bad balance issues, and inside my own house I have been known to be a world-class wall walker. When out of the house, I need to be much more careful. For general walking about town I utilize an offset cane with a large comfortable handle. I have even applied reflective tape to be more visible at night. If my day leads me to a park where the ground is more challenging, I use 2 aluminum hiking poles, they resemble ski poles, to provide great stability. During MS flare-ups I utilize a rolling walker with a built-in seat and basket. It's a one-stop shopping cart and chair. The next section, twice Robin had to remind me to add, and I had accidentally omitted this from my blog. My memory, especially short-term, is very poor. My kids have been telling me for the past few years that I have ADD. My first 40 years of life could be nothing further from that fact. But after listening to them explain it to me, and recently failing a memory test by my neurologist, I am starting to understand. I am so easily distracted and have trouble focusing on any one thing. While writing this blog I utilized an online thesaurus, and after clicking away, I found synonyms that had nothing to do with what I was writing. I also suffer from double vision, caused by a neuromuscular imbalance between my eyes that does not allow them to move perfectly synchronized with each other. I have had several October scans that demonstrated thinning, consistent with MS, of the macular portion of my retina. The result is a decrease in visual contrast while leaving me very sensitive to light brightness. My neuro-ophthalmologist prescribed that a prism and amber tint be added to my bifocal eyeglasses, and it has been a huge help. I was also told to always wear a large brimmed hat to cut down on glare. Several years ago I was diagnosed with chronic cluster migraines, and I later learned these are often associated with MS. I can go for a period of days, weeks, or occasionally even months without a headache, then get intractable migraines several times a day for many days consecutively. Sumatriptan nasal spray is the latest weapon in my mediation arsenal, and often it does a good job at keeping the worst of the head pain at bay. Lastly, we are in the midst of a